In a distant ancient forest, shrouded in thick mist and towering trees, there existed a mysterious village that was not marked on any map. The inhabitants of this village, known as the Tree Walkers, lived high up in the treetops in intricately built tree houses, so skillfully integrated into nature that they were barely visible to the naked eye. This village had survived hidden for centuries, protected from the prying eyes of the outside world. The tree houses were made from the sturdy wood of the forest's colossal trees, and the village's infrastructure was a true marvel. A network of hanging bridges and zip lines connected the various tree houses, and the villagers used sophisticated pulley systems to transport water from the rivers far below in the forest to their homes above. The energy needed by the village was generated by small water wheels attached to the branches of the trees, harnessing the wind's movements. Thus, the tree walkers lived completely self-sufficiently and in harmony with nature. Legends of the hidden village had circulated for centuries, but no one had ever found it. Many adventurers and explorers had tried to locate the village, but the dense fog, treacherous paths, and seemingly endless forest always led them astray. Some claimed the village was only a myth, yet there were occasional reports of mysterious lights flickering high up in the trees at night. One day, a group of researchers, led by the seasoned explorer Elias Wagner, decided to unravel the mystery of the village. Equipped with the latest technology, including drones and thermal cameras, they set out into the forest. Yet despite their modern gear, the forest seemed to toy with them. The mist swallowed their drones, and the trees seemed to shift before their eyes, blocking the path. For days, the group searched for a clue, a sign of the village, but the forest remained silent. It was as if the forest itself had decided to keep the village's secret. The researchers began to doubt themselves, but Elias was determined to find the village. One night, as the group sat exhausted and disheartened around their campfire, Elias noticed a small wooden carving at the base of a tree in the moonlight. It was a tiny arrow pointing upwards. With renewed hope, Elias followed the clue, climbed the tree, and discovered, hidden among the branches, a wooden ladder leading into the treetops. He called the other researchers to him, and together they began the ascent. The climb was arduous, and the ladder was old and brittle, but eventually they reached a platform high up in the tree, which led into the Tree Walkers' village. But as they entered the village, they were met by its inhabitants. The Tree Walkers, whose eyes glowed in the darkness, surrounded the researchers. They were not unfriendly, but they were wary of outsiders. Elias tried to speak with them, to explain that they only wanted to see the village, but the Tree Walkers remained silent. Finally, the village elder stepped forward. He was a wise man with deep wrinkles on his face and eyes that carried the burden of many years.
You are not the first to seek our village,
he said in a calm voice.
but all who have found us had to make a choice. Either stay here and become part of our people, or return to your world. But without the knowledge you have gained here.
Elias and the researchers were faced with a difficult decision. They knew that no one would believe them if they returned without proof, and the idea of living forever in this mysterious village was tempting. But in the end, they decided to go back. The Tree Walkers provided them with a potion that erased their memories of the village's exact location, and as they left the forest, none of them could remember where they had been. The Tree Walkers' village remained undiscovered, still hidden deep within the forest, protected from the outside world. The researchers returned to their homes, with vague memories of a wondrous village high in the trees, but without knowing the way back. Thus, the village's secret remained preserved, a mystery that could only be uncovered by those truly destined to find it.